So this is DMV Fanatic with Mike Weinstein out of Zybek Sports, man. And this is just a privilege to have this email. How are you doing this evening?
Oh, great. Thanks for having us out. It was a good time with these athletes out here in Virginia and Maryland.
Yeah, definitely. So you have some technology out here that is just, top of the line, top notch. NFL, colleges, they all use it. Can you talk about some of the technology that you have?
You bet. So what Zybek Sports has been doing is we've been rebranding the Combine to become the standardized athlete test, the SAT. Very analogous to the academic SAT that you can't grade your own test and you can't have your dad grading your test. So what we've done here is that every athlete, is like for the 40-yard dash, will start their own time. When they start running, that's when the time starts, and they stop at the 10-yard, 20-yard, 40-yard, and then so it's all fully automated electronic timing. And this way, every athlete gets a very, very accurate time, but also more importantly, these athletes are able to compare themselves across the country. And so now, Zybek Sports, we've done over 100,000 athletes right now with the exact same system. And we've done a number of big colleges, and just last week we finished up with the NFL Scouting Combine. This is our 11th year doing the timing systems for the 40-yard dash at the NFL Combine. So what's kind of cool about this is that the times are very accurate and repeatable, so these athletes now have a great baseline. I'm showing them where they stack up by position right now. And if they are planning on playing college ball in maybe 3 or 4 years, I'll show them where they need to be next year, and in 3 or 4 years if they're going to be, really be able to compete with the other athletes athletically.
That's cool. And I had an opportunity to talk with you before this, and we talked about it because we both got our undergrads in mechanical engineering.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And actually, one of the ways I wanted to contribute to the game was I wanted to create safer equipment. Mm-hmm. What was it that made you decide, hey, I want to be able to come up with equipment that's more accurate with testing?
What I see in youth sports right now is that often who makes the Gatorade Player of the Year or whoever makes a certain thing, there's often there's a lot of great skill. There's often a lot of luck in that. But what we're trying to do is just have every athlete compete exactly the same way across the country right now, and then so they're all taking the exact same test. And that's why you heard every athlete say, hear the phrase, "It's on you." Every athlete started every test with the phrase by the coach, "It's on you." They start the time, they stop the time, these are their numbers. So what really made me want to do it is how do we get this to the masses so that every athlete coast to coast has the opportunity to see how they stack up with something in common. And that just took a little bit of engineering work and a lot of perseverance to really make this happen.
Gotcha. So how did you, run across really coming up with the technology? Was this something that you studied in college, like that you created in a lab, or was it just something that you just...
Not really. I was doing a lot of, very high-tech projects with robots and, very, high-end mechanical engineering work, but we had some people come to us from the athletic industry and wanting us to create this. There's a need for it. And after I did that, I kept seeing more and more of the need from the market. There was just nothing in the market that was answering, how do we test these athletes? And it's more than just testing the athletes. How do we test 2,000 athletes in a single day, for example?
Gotcha.
If we do events with 2,000 athletes, we'll end up with 20 to 30,000 data points. So that really forces the engineering side of things that we've got a problem, we need to have a solution, but how do you make the solution work for everybody coast to coast and make it work for coaches?
Okay, gotcha. And we're going to wrap this up with one fun question. As far as the combine goes, I was watching it, and it was a funny moment when I believe you said, was it Coach Mark yelled at somebody to get out of the way? What's your best combine story that you have for us?
Oh, there's been so many of them. It's a really fun event that this is kind of the pinnacle of what all these youth athletes are really aiming to do. And I don't know if there's any one, but what I like to see is when these athletes are getting up to the start of the 40, and you can almost see them reflecting back on their career, almost envisioning all the way back to where they're youth playing Pee Wee football. And a lot of this is just all of these great occurrences and opportunities they have summed up to this one last thing right there. You get one run in right now, and then they can make that dream and make the NFL team. So it's just kind of cool to see in the eyes of the athletes. And I'm sitting right at the 5-yard line for 11 years. I'm right next to these athletes before they start to run, and just see that emotion that they've arrived and they can make it here and they can do it, and it's on you.
Gotcha. Okay, so where can the people find you or find info on what it is that you do?
Excellent. We can go to our website at zybeksports.com or do any searches on us, and we do a lot of media. And you see really how the media and radio and other outlets have portrayed what we're doing as part of the standardized athlete test.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate you for stopping by, or I'm stopping by. I appreciate you for taking the time.
Thanks for having us out. We look forward to working with the market and further down the road.
All right, thank you.